Good morning, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots here with your ZTD news, your weekly wrap up in everything Pokemon Go news. So a few things to jump into today. So let's first of all jump into the image for the Dortmund Go Fest. Has now been published, and here's what we're looking at for some of the featured Pokemon for Dortmund Go Fest in Germany. So you can see here featured Shieldon, a relatively new Gen 4 Pokemon, Melodic hanging there in the water, Unknown W in the background there, most likely because the event will be held at Westfalen Park. Carnivine being our out of place regional, Chimchar and Medicham there hanging out together, Horsey playing in the fountains, and in the corner over here hiding Male Nidoran. Horsey of course was also featured on the Chicago Go Fest like promotional image. So curious to see if it's going to be a shiny at Chicago, if it's going to continue to be a shiny in Dortmund. Maybe we've got all our theories wrong. But Male Nidoran there being kind of like the most out of place out of all of them. That was one that I was curious if it would end up being a shiny for Boys Day, which is coming up in May actually. So I'm curious to see if we'll get the shiny Male Nidoran for International Day of the Boy, or if it's something that's going to be held for Dortmund Go Fest. So we'll have to wait and see. Either way, it is like one of the cutest shinies, so I'll be stoked whenever that is released. If you're wanting to attend the Dortmund Go Fest as well, put this date in your calendar, the 13th of May. So ticket registration will go on, not on sale, will be open rather, to enter the draw for tickets for the ticket lottery on the 13th of May. Put a little alarm in your phone, whatever you need to do, but it'll be out of the registry through the app itself. So in the top corner in the menu now, if you like open up, it's kind of like the base menu, there'll be a tab called events up the top there. And then once the Dortmund event is live, you can register for tickets there for you and your friends. Please be sure to read through like all of the T's and C's for tickets, because there's so much just like people asking things online. It's like, well, what if my friend gets this and I don't get this and blah, blah, blah. And so much of this is actually answered if you just read through the full, like how the ticketing system works. There's a lot of things covered, like say for example, if your friend buys you a ticket and then you all of a sudden win, 4 slots for, to go to Go Fest, you can still buy tickets for other people using those 4 tickets that you've got and just go with your friend, the one they gave you. There's like a lot of nitty gritty stuff. So check it all out. The links will be in the description, but please read through that because it answers pretty much everything. It also goes into detail as well for how child accounts can attend Go Fest, because they can. So again, if you're a parent and you want to know how to get, tickets for your kid's account, read it all, it's in the links. Up next, we've been seeing Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf, pretty much only within the last 24 hours, roll out into legendary raids, and they're going to be hanging around for the month of May, pretty much all of May, right up until like the 27th, 28th. These 3 are all pure psychic types, but they do have access to different typings of moves. So check out my video up here. It kind of goes into details on the counters. Siri, what the hell? Shut up. This video up here for a bit more like in-depth on the counters, basically going in there with dark types and ghost types, or at least dark and ghost type moves are going to be super effective. And I have received confirmation from Niantic that these raids, these Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf, they will not be rotating regionals. They'll be staying in their regions, at least for the time being. There is no current plan to rotate them. They're going to be appearing in the wild as well as in raids in their areas. So, bit of Go Fest prep. If you're attending a Go Fest anywhere around the world, and it might be in a different region to where you're at, or other people from different regions are coming to where you are at, these are going to be a hot trade commodity, seriously. Bring a little stack of them to Go Fest. If you're in a city that's hosting a Go Fest, even if you're not going, say you live in Dortmund or in Germany, it might be worthwhile, chilling out near the park, near where the events are going to be, because there are definitely going to be people there wanting the regionals that you've got, those legendary regionals that you've got. So for now, they're not rotating. Who knows, they probably can or will in the future, but for the foreseeable future, they will not be. I personally have got a few of them under my belt so far, 2 that are average on the IV, so I'll be adding those to my little trade list. So hopefully I can find some good eggs to trade with them in Chicago. And then following up in Dortmund. Next up, for any of you who did attend the Sentosa Safari Zone as well, there's a really cute kind of wrap up video for the end of the Sentosa Safari Zone event. So I'll link to that in the description down below, but it's kind of like a nice little real feel-good community video. After that, we have got new research, so new research breakthroughs and new research tasks. Our weekly research breakthrough box is going to contain either Ho-Oh, Lugia, Latios, or Latias, all for our shiny potential. So kind of like 8 or 9, depending how you lined up your boxes, potential shinies for you this month. And as well, in new just general research tasks, there has been a bit of a shake up to what is rewarded for each quest. Certainly ones that I'm keeping my eye out for are Trader Pokemon, which can be Drifloon, Transfer 3 Pokemon can be Shuppet, again 2 shiny potentials, and a new one for Catch 5 water types, which can be Seal, and Seal is now a new shiny in the game. So a pretty mild shiny, but I think it's pretty cute. So I'm going to be trying to chase down those 5 water type quests. Next up, I want to say a massive congratulations to the winners for the Buddy Challenge, the AR, the Go Snapshot Challenge photo competition. I didn't realize they were going to be announcing them I thought they were going to get announced at the end. They're announcing as they go for the winners, which is insane. So congratulations to the winner and the two runner-ups for the Buddy Challenge for the Go Snapshot Photo Challenge. All 3 incredibly deserving winners. I love this meta type photo. I can't imagine how many jumps you had to do to like land this shot, but I actually kind of do know because you had to, like one of your friends had to post the camera roll in the comments on Twitter because people were being like, I thought you couldn't Photoshop. And somehow everyone forgot that legs were a thing. Guys, jumping. I know we haven't been very physically active as adults, but jumping exists. This ain't Photoshop. This is just fantastic timing, good camera work, and a whole bit of stamina. So thank you for putting in the effort and taking a fantastic photo. And then this Totodile here as well with Growlithe Girl. I'm so glad to see people that are so active in the AR community being featured and winning these prizes. This little, oh my god, it's so cute. This little interaction with Totodile, so wholesome, super simple. I think Totodile was a great pick as well because it is so emotive in its animation. 10 out of 10. And a massive, massive, massive congratulations to Riso Kichi for the #1 spot with this Blissey picture. But technically, I think it was more the series of photos that accompanied it. As the young baby Pokemon Happiny here, evolving and kind of like on a bit of a coffee hangout as a teenager through Chansey here, and then on to adult life in Blissey. This whole set of 3 photos just tells a fantastic story, and I'm so glad that someone who has been so active, again, so active in the AR community won this spot and is winning a trip to the Go Fest of your choice. I hope to see you there. I feel like I get to finally meet you, hopefully, so yay. Honestly guys, be sure to check out all of these profiles. They are some fantastic AR photographers, and I want to call out especially, like, congrats again Riso Kichi. There's a reason she was in my top 5 AR photographers for 2018. Incredible stuff. Don't forget guys that the Habitat Challenge is currently ongoing, so don't forget to submit your photos to #HabitatChallenge, #GoSnapshot to enter. And this challenge is all themed around the Pokemon being in its correct environment. So make sure you read up on the Pokédex entries, because I know a lot of people have been like, oh, I'll go, you know, we're just chatting the other day, one of our friends was saying, I'll go take a photo of Krabby over at the rock pools near the beach. And someone, helpfully suggested, make sure you check out the Pokédex entry for that one, because it turns out Krabby doesn't hang out in the rock pool like regular crabs. It likes to be on the sand, hanging out on the sandy beaches. So make sure you do give your Pokédex a good read and see where those Pokemon should be, and kind of use that maybe for inspiration for some quirky or kind of like push the boundaries. Perhaps if your Pokemon is supposed to be living in mountainous ranges, but you don't necessarily have access to mountainous ranges, maybe you're in the city. Maybe you've got a mountainous range graffiti mural and your Pokemon is thinking of home. There are so many ways to interpret the brief for this one, so get out there, Habitat Challenge. There have been some fantastic photos already submitted as well, so keep up the great work guys. And lastly, let's jump into the AR photos of the week. If you'd like the chance to get your photo featured, be sure to use the #ZTDnews on Instagram so I can see your lovely photos and potentially feature them in the weekly news. And also at the end of videos. So if there's an event on, if there's a certain theme running, like say for example the shiny Diglets that were popping last week, be sure to photograph the on-theme Pokemon, the ground types, things like that, whatever that event is, because I'm going to try and feature them at the end of weekly, well, daily videos as well. First up is this Roselia picture from Unicorn Blood. I really love the complementary colors here with the shiny Roselia, gorgeously matching with these bluebells, I think. The purple here matches quite beautifully in its shiny form. Very, very nice, very natural, good placement as well, thank you. Next up is the Pokédex with this really, really cute Azurill picture. Really great placement, really, really cute, and I like the energy and emotion that's going into this. It's okay, mate, you can slide down the slide, you're safe here in my hands. Really cute story. And also cheers to whoever the friend is, or whatever sort of setup you've had to do to achieve you doing this with your hands, and then the friend who's going to have the phone in here in front of you to take that photo. Absolute legend. After that, we have got Pokemon AR Scotland, and Emma here is just absolutely tearing down the shop with a roundhouse kick here to devastate Hitmonlee, all in a day's work before going off to school by the looks of it. So thank you, Emma, for your energy here and for putting Hitmonlee through the paces. It's a good way to wake up in the morning. A little bit of kickboxing. Great photo, guys. Thank you for submitting. And last up, we have this Jigglypuff photo from Art of Keith Lapping. IG. So this one here, if you check out Keith's account as well, he does a lot of amazing stuff with paper crafts and paper art. So this little musical note here is a physical cutout paper shape that he is holding and placed here perfectly with Jigglypuff. Fun fact as well, these musical notes do actually kind of sing out the tune of Jigglypuff's theme song, her, you know, custom put you to sleep and then draw on your face song. He mentioned in another post as well that he has a few more of these lined up, so I can't wait to see this kind of fusion of paper art plus AR photography. 10 out of 10. I love this one. Thank you for submitting. Don't forget, guys, if you'd like the chance to get your photo featured too, hashtag ZTD News on Instagram. Plus, if you have like, you know, fun comm day meetups or things like that as well, share a group photo of your community. That kind of stuff can be featured too. If you are new, be sure to subscribe. Thank you to everyone who did leave a like. And if you'd like additional ways to support the channel as well, links for Patreon and merch are in the description down below. Got our Patreon only stream actually probably happening right now as you're watching this. So if you're a Patreon supporter, jump on over. Where are you? You're late. Quick, it's time for the stream. But monthly Patreon only streams happen over there, plus for, you know, YouTube members too. So yeah. If you'd like to peep that, all the info is in the description. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.